All right, everybody, welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. Please consider subscribing if you're new. I'm gonna be posting as much as I can. I do work a lot, so it's kind of hard. But today we're putting on some flush mount turn signals. So I already did this side just to figure out how to do it, so it wasn't a 3-hour long video, which probably would have been more like an hour. But yeah, so you gotta basically take everything off. So I'll just get this side done. I'll go over real quick like each step I get to, and then I'll just time lapse me doing the steps so it's not super long. So first thing we're gonna do is we don't have to loosen this because there's a nut on the inside, so it's not gonna do anything when you loosen it. I'm gonna take this 6mm, they're all 6s, this 6 Allen off, and this Allen right here, and then we also took off these 2 little ones that are from right here. They just hold it to connected to the other side. It allows you to get a little more flex in there. And we're also going to take this one off on the top and take this entire piece out. So I'll put you on time lapse and get back to you once that's done. Alright, so once you get this piece off, pretty easy. It just slides right out. If you're doing it on the side opposite the kickstand and you're working on the kickstand, not a jack, so your handlebar's kind of turned, you are going to have to pull the handlebar back, because if it's up like that, it gets in the way up on the front. That's for that side. And then, so once you get that off, you got four more Allens that hold the like front cowl on each side. So it's going to be these 2. There's one right underneath here and one up in the front, and that's just going to allow you to separate the fairing from the cowl and kind of lean it back, and then we'll get in there and get those bolts. Alright, sick. So now that all that's off, all you have to do is there's this little hooking tab right here. You can see if you can see that. This slides back when you just slide the whole fairing back, and you lift it right out of that tab, and then we'll be able to get in there. All right. Well, this made things a lot more difficult. So this side doesn't actually have a nut on the back. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. That little plate on the bottom by my knuckle, it just goes through there and screws into there, which is going to be a problem because the flush mount needs to put a bolt behind it. So I don't know how I'm going to get to that. I might have to take apart even more than I thought from the other side. Because right there's like the whole ECU and everything. So let's see what we can do here. Alright, so what I did was just pulled a little harder, and I popped out this front piece instead of just along the sides. And I actually found out it's not on a plate back there, it's just really deep. So if we stick this back in, it's like behind there somewhere. I don't know how to get an angle for you guys to see it, but I don't know if you can see that. Kind of hard to get the camera in there. But I didn't see a nut on the other side either, which is weird because I don't see a nut on the ground or in the fairing at all, as if it would have fell off. So we're just gonna take this one off and put the other one on and send it, I guess. So when you take these off, just kind of pull it out here, and you'll notice that the wire goes in on this side and the nut goes in through there. And then you're just gonna disconnect these right here. They just plug into these little black parts. And then over, where did I put it? Did I already bring it over? Oh, I already had it brought over to me. Over here, you got these. Colors don't exactly match, which is fine. It's whatever. I just do keep black to black and then put whatever the color is to the colored wire. On the bike, it's green. On the light, it's yellow, and on the extension, it's not really an extension. It's like an adapter. It's red. So I just do it that way. So what you're gonna want to do, because if you notice with the light, it's a flush mount, so it has this angle to it. That way it matches the angle of the fairing. Well, if you put it in the exact same way, you get the thick part going onto the thin part of the fairing, so it won't line up flush. So what you got to do, hold on, just kind of pull these apart. It'll stretch the heat wrap down a little bit, and you just stick one at a time through where the nut goes. Oh, this is going to be difficult because there's a thing in the way back there. All right, there's one. I'm going to put the camera down for a second, and then I'll get back to you in a bit. All right, so we got through. You just pull it apart, like I said, stick one at a time, because it's too thick to fit two at a time. So then you shove this wire through, and it should come out right here. So now you can kind of see where the hole is for the nut. So you'll pull that in, and then you'll connect this to that right there, matching your colored and your black, and then connect it back to there. So let's see if I can set this up here somehow. It's gonna have to do. So you're gonna grab your wire here, and you probably can't see because my hands are in the way, but if you can see that, that's the yellow one connecting this to the red one. If you have normal size hands, it's going to be very difficult. If you have small hands, you're in luck. Or you could just take the entire fairing off. I just didn't feel like doing that. Seemed like a lot of work that didn't need to be done. All right, and then you're gonna, why is this guy, what is he doing? Okay, and then you're gonna take this, here's my red one and my black one. Gonna take my red one right there, plug it into my colored wire on the bike. Boom, just like that. My black one, plug that into the black one on the bike. Boom, like that. Now it's wired. And then we're gonna put everything back together and give her a test, see if she works. All right, got it all back together. It's kind of a pain. So a lot of plastic tabs I need to slip into each other. Ended up having to take off this back piece here, which has these plastic retainer clips, which I hate. And that gave me enough slack to like get back there and get everything situated. And like I said, the process getting them back together was a pain, but you basically just do everything you did in reverse. So I grabbed the key. Now we're gonna test them and hopefully they work, because that would be a shame if they didn't. So turn her on. Boom. She's on. Right. And it looks like they're working. Left. Nice. Sick. So they work. Looks a lot better. You don't have those big Yoda ears sticking out of the bike. If you guys are looking for a set of these, I don't really sell anything for the only thing I was able to get this one to mount super flush, but this one, the back end wouldn't tuck in all the way, so it has this little lip. Yeah, I don't know. It said in the instructions that you might have to file it down a little bit. It's probably what I'd have to do, but I didn't have a file with me. And it's not that noticeable unless you're up close, so it's no big. But if you guys are looking for a set of these for your 765 or even your he makes them for the 675s as well. It's kind of just a fit for any of the 2013 plus AFC signals. I don't think that's his name. I got them from a guy selling them on eBay. He hand makes each one. I'll be sure to leave his info in the description so you can look him up on eBay if you're looking for a set. And that's pretty much it. If you like the video, please leave a like. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. It's greatly appreciated. And have a good one.